Hey yo everybody, what's up? This is the Nos Podcast. We back at it again. Nostalgia world,
Nostalgia way.
I got my nigga Cats with me.
You know who it is, I'm Rich K, the East Side baby, representing the East Side 24/7, man. Let's get it.
We're back with another episode. Today we got some people special.
Yeah.
Special from a special area, from a special, hey, everything
Special
is special.
location. Yeah.
So today we're gonna be interviewing some let me say the next politician or the next
Future politician.
Future politicians.
Yeah,
We have them here on
yeah.
set. Epic Car Wash, Nostalgia Way.
Nostalgia world. East Side.
And we're rolling right now. Hey yo everybody, we back at it again, man. I got Kamogelo Masuku, which is the former REC member of Ekurhuleni and former branch chairman. And I got the current secretary of Cosas Student in here
For sure.
at Epic Car Wash. This is the Nostalgia Podcast. You know we have top people here, man. So I'm gonna let Kat do the honors.
I don't want to waste no time. I'm going to get straight to the questions. So, yeah, let's
Straight
get
into
it. Yeah. So, gents, are you good?
Nice, man.
Away, homies. I want to know, what is Cosas and what is the purpose of Cosas, actually? Yeah.
Well, Cosas is an organization that was established in 1979.
Yeah.
It was established as a student organization to sort of like the RCL in schools, but operating national. Understand? It has branch structures, it has regional structures, then it has provincial, then it has national, meaning that it has a president. And then at that time, it was launched during the apartheid era. So it was launched to basically to unite the black students in the township schools. And Cosas was part of the organizations that led the march, the 1976 student march, the uprising. Those were Cosas leaders at the forefront. So basically the aim and the reason of establishing Cosas is to champion student problems, understand? For example, in this current generation, we don't have apartheid, so the problems that we champion are like teachers beating up students, Cosas was at the forefront of scrapping the corporal punishment. As you see, the teachers don't beat students at schools anymore. Cosas was at the forefront of that. Cosas is at the forefront of many things. Currently, the issue that we're fighting is the issue of free sanitary towels in schools. And as you know that a lot of our ladies are suffering in terms of sanitary towels, and then part of some of the issues we want to establish now in the multiracial schools, boys' highs, and stuff. Understand? Because we also have some issues over there because it's mostly based in township. So basically we're championing the student issues.
Hey, these people are very inspirational. His first motivation for you guys. These people are very, very inspirational. We're happy to have them here, man. Let's bring Emihle Mahlangu into it. I wanna, one thing that I see in the youth in the East Rand in general.
The East Rand,
people are not too into what can I say, politics and stuff. I want to know, what does the Cosas do that leaves an impact? I don't see an impact coming from Cosas. I don't see people actually following things like these, man, because these things that we're talking about are very important. Very important. People have to know these things. So I want to know, how do you reach out to your people? Because I've never been reached out to as a fellow nigga. Relax. I've never been reached out to from a Cosas guy, ANC. I don't know. There's a lot of organizations, but why? How do you guys reach out? And when do you do it? Just tell me in general.
Well, first and foremost, I'd like to thank you for the platform, Chief. What I can say basically is that we try and reach our people, or rather all students in particular, through ways of door-to-doors and in schools campaign. We go to schools and we go to encourage the students to do better in their education and in their social lives. And then we also try and make sure that on the streets and on the ground we are moving, Chief, and we make sure that the people hear what the Cosas has to say about the problems of the students, and also we try to listen to what the students want to say. So we are always open. Those are always open.
Okay, another question.
Can I please that? As I said, that it was established to fight during the apartheid era.
Yeah.
So it was relevant at that time. It ran because apartheid was still a fashionable thing. So in this current generation, I would say that the leaders of Cosas are the ones that have rendered it irrelevant. You understand?
Okay.
Because, like I said before, that they only established these structures in the township schools.
Yeah.
Why should it remain in the
Wow.
township?
The township,
You
yeah,
understand?
yeah,
Because if you go to schools like Boys High and Springsec, majority states the black from the township.
From the township.
Yeah, understand?
Fair,
That is the
fair,
fact.
yeah.
So I think
Yeah,
that there's
that's
been a
true.
problem in
That's
terms
very
of
true. Right
establishing the
down,
structures. You understand?
Yeah.
That we have to take it out to all of the students. They have to be aware. And our current generation, truly speaking, they're not like interested in I wouldn't want to say politics, but current affairs in general. Just watching the news, if not,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
politicians. So that's what makes them not to be interested in such
Okay.
things. But I think it's platforms like these whereby we can like broadcast Cosas and conscientize the youth about Cosas, that there is a structure like Cosas. It's operating, it's there. You understand?
Yeah.
And it's also on our side. It's our fault as leaders of Cosas for not going to these schools. And sometimes, even if we go there, we have some issues with Cosas. You know politics. So those issues, they hold us back from progressing. You understand? In terms of like spreading the message and having programs, because a political organization only grows by programs.
Yeah.
You understand? Because when you recruit a young person, one question they will ask you: what will I benefit from this?
Yeah.
That is the question
Yeah,
they will
yeah,
ask you. I understand? And you have to be open and tell them that no, we have programs. For example, on the first day of school, which was Wednesday, we went to Laban.
Yeah. What's it?
The MEC of Health was there.
Yeah.
You understand? The MEC of Health was there, so we were accompanying her. You understand? And we identified that there are learners who are needy. There are learners without school shoes.
Yeah.
You know the problems in townships without school shoes and stuff. And it is Cosas that's supposed to be addressing those issues. If Cosas was relevant in addressing those issues, it would have attracted more young people.
Yeah,
More young people would have been
I
interested.
wanna know, like, when it comes to like this matter of like school fees must fall, like is Cosas involved in that too?
Too much.
Well,
Too much.
Well, Chief, when you look at it, it starts from the Freedom Charter that was released.
Yeah.
You see, and it said that education should be free for all South Africans.
True.
It was said that it should be
That's
free.
where the conflict began.
So that's where now the promises made and what is supposed to
they
be
were not
is
reached.
not congruent.
Okay,
You see.
all right.
Yes.
Okay, that's another question. That's where I wanted to go on to, ne? Because as Cosas members, you need support from somewhere. You need support from somewhere. You need a proper party that's gonna push your movement. Because you can't do it alone.
Yeah,
because
facts.
you're the youth. You're part of the youth. You're part of us in general. So I wanna know where you get your support from. Where you get the support, the what can I say, the hierarchy structure. People who are gonna tell you, okay, today this is where we're gonna build our thing. This is where we're gonna do the door to door. This is where we're gonna do this and that. Who leads you? Is your leader an old person, someone that has been in the industry, in the political industry for a long time, or it is a youth, a person from the youth? I want to know that. I want to know the structure behind Cosas.
Well, Chief, I'd like to say first.
Let's take it.
Let's cut it for mine.
We'll be back after the break.
Hey yo everybody, we back again. You now tuned into the Nos Podcast. Nostalgia World, Nostalgia Way. You know what's up everybody. We now chilling with Kamogelo Masuku and Emihle Mahlangu. These are student activists for the Cosas organization. So everybody, I have a very important question that I want to ask Emihle Mahlangu, because I've heard a lot of hey, you see this man here. Hi, this man can talk. Yeah. You've heard him. So Emihle Mahlangu, I want to ask what is your motivation for people in the youth that think as in folk ngidom nonong drop out? no ngiyenze something else, no ngithengise insango, no ngithengise lokhu
Ama-drugs,
nalokhu.
whatever,
What do you think about the people who want to drop out, they leave school and want to do their own thing? What do you think about that? And what do you say, and what's your motivation for those people?
Well, I'd just like to highlight and firstly say that there is no dumb person or stupid person in the whole world. You see, maybe you are not gifted mathematically, but you may be gifted maybe in the language side. So you cannot never say you are dumb or stupid.
Very true. Very true.
So if you want to leave school, you can rather keep repeating. At least you know you've got your skill that you are saying you like and that you see yourself having a future in it.
Yeah.
So you should push with your skill and your talents that you're pushing, but just don't forget education.
Push both, Bafwethu. Push both. Push your fucking talent. Push education. Push both.
True.
That's better, because okay, what's better if you push one? If you just push your talent and it goes bad in your talent, what's next? What's next?
Education is the key to success. I hope you're listening.
Basho kanjalo,
I hope
Bafwethu.
y'all is listening.
Use your talent. Use your skill. Bring them together.
And as we're emphasizing participation, if you take most of the countries whereby it's politics, it's going well, the people are understanding the politics. There's a famous saying that the educated society is a liberated society.
True.
I understand.
I know
if you
that
check
saying,
the United States, the people, they understand their politics. They understand.
Facts.
That is because the majority is educated. So the problem in South Africa, as I said, that the education system, they have to intervene a lot. But educated, you have to be educated in order to understand.
True.
And there's this thing that was once said by a person I look up to, who said that the problem in Africa is that they follow the person, not the idea. And that comes back to lack of education. Lack of being educated.
Don't follow the person, follow the idea.
Follow the
Don't follow the person,
idea.
follow the idea. Another thing that I've realized about people from the political community, people from the political community only give problems.
Not solutions.
They don't give solutions.
True.
So that's one thing I want to hear from you guys. What are the solutions to some of the things you have been bringing to our viewers? What are the solutions? Instead of the problems, give us solutions. Give us something that would open a mind out there, that will open maybe a politician's mind out there. Give us something like that. Give us, you see.
Well,
let's solve things.
I'd like to highlight that we are not, not yet, or rather, I would not like to call myself a politician yet. I'm rather a student activist, someone who is rather fighting for the interests of school learners, emphasized primary school and high school learners in particular. So we've got many problems that they always face, but we always try and make sure that the students are well taken care of. There was a time when in Guatemala students they were not learning with e-learning. You know, they were still using books. The thing is, children used to have many bags, and maybe we've got a Nike bag and another Nike bag and another. So it attracts mugging. So we were fighting for the thing that there should be e-learning. One student, one tablet. You see, so those are solutions. That's only one of the solutions. There are many solutions that we have come with.
People in power, please.
Yeah. I want this guy to elaborate what is e-learning. To the people who don't know what is e-learning.
Well, e-learning, you can take it from the E itself. It's electronic. You see, so it's mostly the use of maybe tablets and laptops to as textbooks. You see, and then many advantages of that. Firstly, is that the amount of weight the student will have to carry.
The unnecessary. It's very unnecessary.
Because sometimes you even hear students saying, I'm the whole period, or you see things like that.
Why do I have to have pages and pages and pages if you can just send me a fucking screenshot?
Young tablet, I wanna know, since there's so much corruption inside the educational system, how is Cosas planning to decrease that or eliminate it totally?
Well, the plans that we have saying on that, and I want to go back to the e-learning part. Despite having many textbooks and stuff, we just have to progress. Understand? The world is in the fourth industrial revolution. South Africa is in the second industrial revolution. Understand? So we just have there's this program that was started by giving matric learners tablets. Mostly it happened in internship schools and stuff. And that program in China, they did it a long time ago, and they started their grade 6. I understand. So their education is more advanced than ours. Either way, besides the school books, we have to advance.
True.
We have to just advance.
That's very true. We have to advance, people. We have to advance. We have to go forward. We have to move forward as a country. Whereas that's another area I want to hop onto. How do we move forward as a country? Okay, I know you are student activists, but I also know that you know a lot about politics. So I want to know more. How do we advance as a country? Do we change our president? Do we change our vice president?
Good question.
What do we do to advance? Do we change our party? Because every fucking 4 years, every fucking realm of a president, it's the ANC. I know you guys represent the ANC, and you know the what can I say? The benefits of being in that political party. But I want you guys to go into how we can develop in society. How do we go forward?
As a society.
How do we go forward? Don't tell me that the problem with black people is no.
They are too lazy.
No.
Yeah, what?
I know we know the problems. We know that black people smoke dacha. We know that black people sell what. We know all of that. Yeah. But now we want to know how do we solve? How do we
want the solution? Actually.
How do we become a first world country? We are a third world country right now. Am I right? How do we move into the next phase? How do we move into the next phase?
I would say that we need to be more active in the basics, like I said. For example, education.
Yeah, education.
We have to be educated. I understand, because there's this question that you asked about ideas, that how to have ideas and stuff. We can only have ideas by being educated.
True.
If you're educating yourself and making a research on a particular topic, you are able to come up with a solution and ideas to solve that problem. You understand? Yeah. And then another thing, people need to participate in discussions. The round table. We need to sit down and discuss and stimulate.
Let's talk.
That what is this issue? How can we solve that issue? And so it's a matter of just participating in things. Participation. Most important in community building. You understand? If you see in your community that there's a certain issue, report that issue, gather the young people over there, because majority of the issues that we're facing in our communities, the unemployment rate. Understand? So we come together, guys, what can we do? Understand? What solutions do we come to? So it's a matter of round table. We need to have conversations.
Something I'd like to highlight is that in each community, in my perspective, I think there should be a place for the youth, in every single suburb, city, everywhere. There should be a place for the youth where they can talk and discuss and debate on problems of society. Because most of the time these days, when we are seeing places where the youth is gathering, there is always the presence of alcohol or substances. So we want a place in the community where there can be a place where we can sit together
and talk.
Okay, everybody, we've heard it from the student activists. One of the best in the East. You know we bring the best in the East. True. You know we bring the best in the East. We got Kamogelo Masuku, we got Emihle Mahlangu. We'll be back out after the break. Okay, as we were speaking about the political growth in the youth, in the youth society. Is it possible to, because I know there's a thing called talent and there's a thing called a skill. Is it possible to enter the political realm, without having the talent? Or can you do it with a skill? Can you build the skill? I want to know that any one of you two can answer that question. Any one of you two.
What happens is that most often the view of society is that leadership is a skill. Understand? But us, those who are serving in Cosas, believe that Cosas is a leadership school.
Yeah.
Cosas is a school that builds most leaders. Most of the leaders that we have today, not only in politics but in business, in religion, they've been built by Cosas. Speaking the likes of Julius Malema himself, former product of Cosas.
Yeah.
Many members of parliament, some of them even in the opposition benches, they originate from Cosas. So Cosas, what basically does is it grooms you as a leader. Understand? We don't believe in this thing that we need to have a particular skill in order to join Cosas. No, anyone can join Cosas. You learn it as you grow within the organization. You learn how to organize a meeting. You learn how to address people. You learn how to lead. You understand? There are many people who've been recruited in Cosas. Some of them didn't even know to speak English. Today they are writing books. Those people they are
taught by
Cosas. They learned that in Cosas.
You build.
Understand? Hence, you see that. You know, I often, most of the time, I analyze the generation that was raised by Cosas, that was active mostly in Cosas. Those people today, they are doing well. You know, as I said, that they are not only leading political, but in each and every structure.
So, like, can you name a few leaders like who were like groomed by Cosas right now?
Many of them are those who are in the spotlight today. Some of them are government officials. They might not be known in the public era. As I've mentioned first, Julius Malema, the current secretary of the ANC, Fikile Mbalula,
okay.
Dr. Kosazana Dlamini Zulu, former product of Cosas.
Okay, yeah.
There are many of them.
Just name five. I just want five. Just name five.
Kosazana Dlamini Zuma, the former MEC of Education and current Premier of Gauteng, Panyaza Lusufu.
Okay, yeah.
Product of Cosas.
Last one.
Who else? I just want to name those who are in the spotlight.
Yeah, just five.
In order for the listener to understand. And who else? Lebogang Maile.
Okay, yeah.
Today is an MEC, former leader of Cosas. There are many of them. Many of them. If they were put to call, they would feel like
Okay, I think that has been too easy for them.
Yeah.
It's been too easy. But let's go on to the next phase of questions. I'm gonna point this to Emihle Mahlangu. What do you think about the development of youth in South Africa in general?
Well, the youth in particular of today, is, we cannot compare it to the youth of the past because they are very, very much different.
Why?
You must look at the environment they were born in, the time they were born in.
Okay.
As my fellow comrades said, there was apartheid during that time.
Yeah.
So people then were striving and they wanted it more than now. Because now we are seeing people that are just given
Comfort
by
zone.
their families.
Comfort zone.
You see, so they are living in a comfort zone and they are not seeing the need to do things where they don't realize that there is a need to do things so that you grow mentally.
Okay. As a person from the youth yourself, how do you think you differ from the people that you are specifying right now? How do you differ?
The old generation.
How do you differ from the youth that you are saying they are too soft, they are what? When how do you differ as the youth, the current youth of today? Tell us that.
That's a good question. Well, the youth of today, you see, they are, what can I say in particular? They are born free. And when we are saying we were born free, we are not saying that they are soft. No, we are saying it's just the time you were born in.
Okay.
There's just no
Too
pressure
much
in the
freedom.
time. You are just free. When you look
Hey, ni free kakhulu, man.
Too much
Wait.
freedom.
What happens is that I think what would also differ us as youth activists is that we participate in community activism. I understand. And student activism as well. What makes us different is that we are not relaxed. We are participating in terms of solving the ills of society. Because as much as we are not in the apartheid era and stuff, but there are still social ills. You know, we're still fighting drugs in the community. We're still fighting gangsterism in the community. The forever rising rate of teenage pregnancy. We're still fighting school dropouts. You understand? Which is really hitting my heart, the one of school dropouts. So we're still participating in conversations that aim to address those social ills. So I would say that what makes us different is that we participate in community building and we participate in solving the problems. For example, you'll find that in this area that we live in, there's a young person who's my age. They're not even aware of who the councillor is or what the councillor does. You understand? But I am aware. I am aware who is the councillor. I am aware what are the programs. I am aware what are the ills that are being faced within this area. So what makes us different is the participation.
Participate, man.
Yeah.
Participate in this youth organizations, in this constitutional,
Yeah.
everything, man. Participate, people. It's very important to be part of the growth of your country. You have to be part of the growth of your country. You have to support the people that try to change the country. In general, the youth. The youth is very important because the leader of your country is gonna be coming from the youth.
It's true.
The leader of your country is coming from the youth.
I
That's
wanna
very
know.
important.
Like, I want to know in terms of like education, you feel me? I want to know like how is Cosas planning to make like education
What
equal?
are the plans?
Because like there's way
What are
too
the
much
plans?
inequality like in education, you feel me?
Yeah.
You get like government schools,
In general,
multiracial schools,
yes.
model
Yes.
C schools,
Yes.
and most obviously dog, like the education dog differs, bro. Yeah.
Part of the resolutions of Cosas is fighting to nationalize private schools.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the inequalities
Power.
that you are referring to are aimed at saying that the children of the rich and the children of the privileged should go to private schools that are more equipped, that nje are at always at the forefront. Understand?
Push them at an
I
advantage.
would highlight for you just a small example. For example, now we're expecting the metric results, but the metric results of they call them IEP, ne?
Okay,
Private
yeah,
schools.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
IEP.
I'm
I'm not sure what they call them, but
yeah.
the metric results of the private schools will be released before those of the public schools. Do you know why?
Why?
In universities, they are reserving space for those who come from private schools. So by the time you, from a public school, by the time you receive your results,
Yeah.
the one who comes from a private school is already
already
found space in UG. When they will tell you that you don't have space for you. But the one who comes from private school, even if you got the same results,
Yeah.
but because he comes from a privileged schooling environment, they are more privileged. So the problem in our country, the schooling system it's quite discouraging.
Yeah.
For example, I like to mostly prioritize the basics. Majority of matriculants now, majority of them, we find them sitting at home, but they do have matric. True. So what message does it send to the one in grade 9? How does it motivate the one in grade 9 to finish school? Because Visco has a matric certificate but is sitting at home. So why should I be motivated to continue in school? So as Cosas, but participation is important. So as Cosas, we are really emphasizing the message of participation. The youth of today has to participate in the RCN. The youth of today don't even know that. Do you know that in the SGP school, do have in board?
Yeah.
In each and every school, students are supposed to have 2 representatives.
Which are?
We just have to be represented in that structure.
Okay.
I'm sure school governing board, it's in charge of the school and everything that happens in the school.
True.
Then you have teachers representing, you have SMTs representing. The students also have to have representation. But if it goes here, to Girls High, they're not aware.
Okay, true.
I understand. Which is a problem. So the
That's
message
very
that
true.
emphasizing
That's
participation.
very true.
Let's participate. Let's attend those meetings. Even if they are boring, let's raise those questions. Let us be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's up to you, everyone. It's up to you.
Up to the
At
youth.
the end of the day, it's up to you.
Yeah.
You, the youth. If you're under 25, it's up to you. Bafowethu. So, everybody, thank you for watching the Nos Podcast. Nostalgia Way, Nostalgia World. We had Kamogelo Masuku and Emihle Mahlangu right here to discuss the political views of the student activists of the Israel. Everybody, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to our channel. I got my nigga Cats with me as usual, doing the best job.
The East Side baby.
We out.
We out. My gents.